Welcome back. Here to ask you another question. Why is it that everyone feels entitled to critique your life when almost always no one is qualified? And the funny part is, some of the loudest voices in our lives are from the people who have not built a thing. Today, we're going to talk about something that nobody teaches you as an adult. Not all criticism is created equal. And you know that phrase, you should be able to take criticism? Well, it doesn't apply to certain people, and it definitely doesn't apply to their mamas. Somebody lied to you when they said you are strong if you can take all criticism. The fine line, the fine print that they don't tell you is that that's not strength, that's open access. You're allowing others in when they should not have access to you. If you allow everyone to speak into your life, you don't have thick skin, you just have no filter. And here's the truth. Just because criticism exists, it doesn't mean it has any value. If someone who has never been in a relationship or in a string of bad relationships, why are they giving you advice? If there's a person who has never trained a marathon, but somehow feels the need to run their mouth, you should run away. Okay, what about somebody who's broke? Giving you financial advice? That's not wisdom, that's comedy. But when it comes to life, emotion, and growth, we tend to let everybody speak. That phrase, you should be able to take criticism, was never meant to take it from everyone. It was meant to mean take it from the people who have earned the right to speak. Because criticism without the qualifications, it's just noise. And when something is noisy, you walk away, you turn down the volume. It's that easy. For more of an understanding, we're going to separate this cleanly. Qualified criticism comes from people who have done the work, who have lived the lessons, and who have the scars, not just opinions. A coach correcting your form? Qualified. A stranger yelling advice on the bleachers? No. Qualified critiques, they do not tear you down, they refine you, they build you. They inspire you, they speak with care, they don't enjoy embarrassing you, and they don't need to dominate you. Now, let's list some of the dangerous ones. Now, let's talk about the dangerous one, unqualified critiques. 1. Haven't built anything. 2. They haven't healed. And 3. Lots to say, but to you, never in the mirror. And 4. I need a larger dry erase board. For example, someone who can't control their temper telling you how to control your emotion. That is not guidance, that's projection. Someone unhappy with their life criticizing your ambition, that's a person who's lost their ability to dream, telling you to kill yours. Unqualified criticism usually sounds confident because insecurities, they are loud. They are so loud, they are just out there doing its thing, and you gotta be dodging it. You gotta be dodging that insecurities. Ooh, and here's the real problem. When you take their words personally, and it's hard not to, you give the opinions authority it never deserved. Not every opinion has weight. Some words, they feel heavy because they come from experience. Some words, they are as light as a feather because they come from ego. And they are not as stiff as a board. If there was a toddler in your car and it was telling you how to drive, you're gonna ignore it. So why do you suddenly get emotional when an adult says it? And this is a question, the grounding question that we need to ask ourselves. Who is this person in my story? Are they a mentor? Are they a builder? Is this someone I respect? Or are they just present? They're just there in the moment, sharing their thoughts, their critique, their opinions about you. Not everyone around you is main character energy. They're just background noise, like that movie. Maybe they're just meant to be on repeat back there, all right? And you're meant for that main character energy, MCE. So don't let these background characters rewrite your script. Now listen up closely. This is where people get stuck for years because it's not about the criticism, it's about who you let into your circle. That's you. That's your circle. It's okay to take a real inventory of your life, not emotionally, but logically. It's okay to ask yourself these questions. Who speaks into your decisions? Who comments on your growth? Who critiques your direction? And honestly, I've had friends for years, and over many conversations, I started to catch on how, for some reason, my life was put on display when I know the person I'm talking to, I feel could have stepped it up. I've come to the conclusion that this person, I still want them as my friend, but I don't take what they say to heart because they haven't built the things that I'm trying to build. And their words, when it's about me, meaningless. Because this is the hard truth. Some people in our universe are very unhealthy for us. Not because they're evil, but because their words carry negative weight. So when you learn and recognize that that is their pattern, that is how they want to talk, that is how they want to say things, it's only a reflection on themselves, not on you. Think about it. Someone who constantly doubts themselves will eventually doubt you. Someone who avoids responsibility will critique your discipline. And somebody stuck, they'll begin to resent your movement. And if you keep these voices close, slowly, it will begin to shape how you see yourself. This is why at some point you may want to weed your circle. And no, I'm not asking you to get rid of all of your friends. The universe has tied us together. And if this person truly does mean something to you, you're gonna accept them for who they are, their positives and their negatives. What I'm suggesting is that you don't allow their words to destroy you, to bring you down, to have weight. Either you accept that they'll always be like this, or have a grown-up conversation with them to communicate that it doesn't make you feel good, or just let it be. That's it. Because in a case like that, you may value your friendship more than how much they run their mouth. And that's fair to say. There's just people like that. And I don't think we should all run away from our friends or people that we care about, our family, our loved ones. People will be who they be. I'm just asking you to not let it affect you. So remember, access is earned. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your life. Some people may need the balcony seating, and that's okay. You can wave to them from down here. Yay! Thanks for coming to the show. And some people need to be outside of the building. Just use the intercom. Hey, I'll be right out. And yes, that also includes people who've been around for a long time. Time does not equal qualification. Just because somebody has been around you for a long period of time, it doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. Here's a simple rule to live by moving forward. If their life doesn't reflect what I'm building, then their words have no weight. And that is not arrogance, that is self-respect. So protect your peace, guard your mind, choose or accept your circle wisely. Because not all criticism is created equal, and not every voice deserves access to your universe. Click. I went back to review that clip and what's going on here?